I picked the page?
No.
As a continuation from yesterday,
No, we
I
can't
picked the page, right?
No, we can't afford to do a continuation from yesterday.
Alright, we won't because we'll actually pick a page and pick a number. So, page number...
Don't you do it. Don't you.
130.
Alright. Number 3.
Nutmeg is illegal in Saudi Arabia because it's an hallucinogenic if consumed in large quantities.
Yes.
It's true. Fact.
Apparently in prisons, they hoard the nutmeg to try and get highs off of it.
Not in Saudi Arabia.
No, not in Saudi Arabia.
Not in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, you're going to get...
Not even allowed binoculars in Saudi Arabia. Walkie-talkies.
It's too creepy. They don't like that stuff. Hey, NarendraTheComic here.
NONSENSEI.
Yes, and right now we're just going to be talking about something that's been on my mind a little bit. Small things, nothing world-changing, nothing super important, but I do feel as a Brit quite a bit disgusted with myself considering my stance a few years ago. But the point is, Mission Impossible is categorically better as a franchise, as a story, than the James Bond movies.
The moment you brought up Mission Impossible, I went, oh no, I know where he's going. And I have to agree.
Okay, because I rewatched the first 2 Mission Impossibles, and the first one is an unbelievably good movie.
Yes.
It still holds up today. The second one, not so good. But, my God, that was bonkers sitting there for 2 hours and just being blown away by what was going on.
I remember 10, 15 years ago when The Bourne Identity came out.
Mm.
And that really changed the way...
That was, what, 20 years ago, actually, the first one. Yeah.
Oh, was it
2002, 2003.
Oh, wow. Well, when
Long
that
time
came
ago.
out, what happened in that film made Super Secret Spies a different level. It was, no, he's unnoticeable in a crowd. He does not draw the eye.
He's a ghost.
That's the whole point. And then James Bond had to change the angle. James Bond changed. Daniel Craig, what he has done with this role, it really did set it apart from previous Bonds.
Yeah.
However...
It's still subpar.
Yeah.
And I'm really, really shocked to say that because we rewatched Casino Royale over Christmas or January, and it is not the film I remember it as. I remember the parkour fight scene right at the beginning, and the rest of it was just blank. I had no memory of that movie. And I had it with rose-tinted glasses. I was seeing it as the best James Bond film ever. But it's not. And Skyfall also is a good movie. It's a good James Bond movie. It's a great James Bond movie. But compared to Mission Impossible, it's not even close. Well, think about when we rewatched it. We were rewatching going, oh shit, I can't believe this is the standard of good for the James Bond franchise. Because Spectre was absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
It's atrocious, and we didn't even watch the new one. It always had this suave sexiness to it, but I think that was just the hype and idea around James Bond rather than the stories they were telling. But with Mission Impossible, they actually put forward good stories.
Yeah, I think the charm surrounding the concept of Bond that Ian Fleming created and the quintessential Britishness really gave it international standing, potentially undeservedly. When you consider what it is at its core and the way these stories are being told, they're done okay, they're not brilliant.
You remember it.
Yeah.
You remember it. You know Mission Impossible 3. Oh shit, Mission Impossible 4, Mission Impossible 5, Mission Impossible 6, Mission Impossible 7. What? Are you kidding me? Are you nuts? Are you insane? You're bloody climbing and jumping onto a fucking plane and it's flying off. And the next one you're jumping out of the plane and you're actually doing it. You're not, oh wow, it's CGI. No, this man's insane.
Yeah.
And the next one he's fucking flying off of a motorbike and then going into a parachute and then jumping into a cliff. It's madness.
I think Tom Cruise is the only real movie star left alive.
He's Evel Knievel, but an actor.
Yes.
He's Evel Knievel actor.
Yes, he absolutely is. But he's also an incredible actor.
Yeah.
I think nowadays people think of Tom Cruise and they think of the stunts, the action, the set pieces. But behind that, his acting ability is a 10 out of 10. Everything that he's putting out on every single metric is just blowing everything else out of the water.
It's not even comparable. That's the problem with James Bond versus Mission Impossible. It's just superior on every single level. I always viewed James Bond as the pinnacle, as oh shit, who is being cast as James Bond? But I don't have that feeling anymore. James Bond has kind of got shit. When you look at Spectre, this new one, No Time to Die, they weren't very good. And it's crumbled the franchise in a lot of ways. Even though Ethan Hunt himself is not an unbelievably written character.
Yeah.
There's not really a character set for Ethan Hunt other than being the good guy.
Righteous.
The protagonist. That's it for him. But everything around him in the world created is so cleverly put together that it doesn't matter that he doesn't really have a consistent character, which seems impossible to say. Like, oh no, I don't actually understand his character in a lot of ways. But it's still better than James Bond.
I hate that we have to admit to this. I don't want America to win on this front, but they've won. The game is almost over.
The game is over. The game is over. Because first they did it with Mission Impossible, then they re-upped it and did it with the Bourne Identity, made James Bond quake in his boots, then they had to change James Bond because of the Bourne Identity, and now I feel like they really need to shift James Bond into overdrive to even be a competitor with Mission Impossible, because they aren't playing on the same scale. James Bond is like B tier, C tier at this point. Mission Impossible is A+, S tier. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. Tom Cruise, you're fucking mad lad. You're a legend. Keep doing it as long as you can do it, because you're smashing it and you're getting the biggest box office results of your career. And you deserve it, because you're making good shit. You're making shit that people are going, I want to go to the cinema to see that. And oftentimes movies now, they don't do that. But congratulations, the ghost is back. Let's not fuck this up anymore. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, Ethan Hunt gonna come after you. You don't want that? No, you really don't. So just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic.
I've been NONSENSEI.
She's been NONSENSEI. You've been Grant. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it every day for over 1,500 days now. We ain't stopping until we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again somewhere with some more quality. Should see content. So hashtag never nor here. Site goes. Also bring the pukwas means nonsense in Punjabi. We also bring a lot. Bring a little, do a lot. Do a little, but we do indeed bring the quality. Should see content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow. More of the same, slightly different, but essentially the very same. Once more, see you then. Skadoosh.
I got you! I got you! Take that, you friggin' psycho!